Naam, mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu tena katika Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. It is another day, a day in Kenya where each day dawns with political drama na michezo ya kuigiza. Now, we are in a season whereby the Kenya Kwanza coalition, the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, is on toes in search of a suitable running mate for Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. And I hope this time round, from the look of things, the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance are tightening the rope in search of the suitable deputy president, because they do not want a repeat of what has happened since 2017 to now, where Deputy President William Ruto has become defiant to his boss Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And it's so sad when you see a deputy president criticizing the president publicly, a person they were jointly elected in the same ticket, serving in the same government. So I think the Azimio la Umoja will put some strategies to make sure that the coming deputy president who will be deputizing Raila Odinga will not exhibit the same behavior that Ruto is exhibiting. No, I don't know. Now, you understand the Kenya Kwanza Alliance is also searching for a running mate. You see, some are saying Anne Waiguru, some are saying Rigathi Gachagua, some have said he's the Speaker of the National Assembly, some have said I don't know it's who. I will discuss that later in my next video. But today, I want to settle on Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, whereby, as we understand, the alliance appointed a council that will be running its activities, whereby Uhuru Kenyatta is the chairman, and we have Junet Mohammed in that council. We have the beautiful lady from Central, that is Sabina Chege, among other members in that council. They ruled out that for them to settle at the best presidential running mate, they are going to conduct interviews. Now, in these interviews, we have seen, and I told you in my previous video, that Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta sat somewhere and said, how can we lock this man out, Kalonzo Musyoka, so that he stops bothering us? How can we lock this man in a box so that he's not able to jump to another team? So they said, bring him on board. What is your demand, Kalonzo Musyoka? I will be a running mate, and my One Kenya Alliance must be included in the name of registering an alliance. They told him, okay, young man, don't him say, your permission has been granted. They registered an alliance, that is Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. From that point, wamekuwa kiambia Kalonzo Musyoka, okay, weka tu tutakupanga, kaa tutakupanga. Ikafika mahali now Kalonzo Musyoka is asking for the position of running mate publicly. Akasema, I think you've seen him in several forums, anasema, I, Kalonzo Musyoka, I'm the only fit candidate to deputize Raila Odinga. And if they cannot give me a chance to deputize him, I will move out of Azimio. What I'm worried of, Kakasungura is a political analyst and a noise maker in this forum. The Power Party filed a case in court. They wanted to move out of Azimio. Wakaambiwa, ladies and gentlemen, time is over. Stay where you are. Mlingoja mimba ikashika msichana. Kaeni hapo na mutoki until the election is over. So my worry is this. Will Kalonzo Musyoka be allowed to move out of the Azimio One Kenya Alliance? Will he be allowed? And I think to my answer, it might be no. And it seems Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta knew this in advance. Now, they have locked in Kalonzo Musyoka. I told you in my previous video that in the Azimio la Umoja, Kalonzo Musyoka is an issue, is not a force anymore. And that is the truth, and the truth is coming out. Wameambia Kalonzo, if you want to be a running mate, you must be subjected into an interview and a grilling panel. You must. You must undergo that. Yesterday, you saw Raila Odinga publicly said, sasa mmekuwa mkiniambia maneno, mmekuwa mkiniambia kuhusu huyu msichana yetu huyu Martha Karua, na mimi Raila Odinga na Martha Karua tumetoka mbali, na sasa mambo yenu mimi nimesikia na nitawapatia majibu hivi karibuni. If you look at how Azimio behaves, they have settled on Martha Karua as a running mate for Raila Odinga. We angalia tu vile wana behave Azimio la Umoja, angalia tu vile Uhuru Kenyatta na behave na Raila Odinga. It's like they have settled on Martha Karua, but then they are bringing in a grilling panel just to intimidate Kalonzo Musyoka. I believe that is the only way. You saw Kenya Kwanza wanamwambia Kalonzo, please, wewe ni mtu mkubwa, CV yako ni kubwa, you've been a member of parliament, you've been a vice president, you've been an ambassador, you have been a minister. Please, do not lower yourself into the interviews. Do not lower yourself. So I believe bringing in Junet Mohammed to interview the presidential running mate candidates, it's an intimidation to Kalonzo Musyoka. They want to intimidate Kalonzo Musyoka so that he feels that he's a nobody in the Azimio One Kenya Alliance. And that is what is happening now. Who is this man Kalonzo Musyoka is being subjected into an interview? Who is he really? I know many people, many of you do not know who Kalonzo Musyoka is. Na unajua, Kalonzo Musyoka lost force in Ukambani. Na nilivyowaambia in my previous video, he lost force in Ukambani. That is why they are treating him just like a kid. They are treating him like somebody who does not have any value. Just like Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi attacking in the Kenya Kwanza. They will lose terribly. But I will tell you that in my next video. Though I recorded one for Musalia Mudavadi. And I will tell you for Wetangula. Wetangula said yesterday that William Ruto is going to give them 30%. My friend, those are wet dreams. Wake up before you urinate on your bed. Now, Kalonzo Musyoka in 1983, he vied as a member of parliament for Kitui North constituency, but then by that time he fell terribly. In 1985, that seat remained vacant and he took over as the member of parliament, officially as the member of parliament for Kitui North constituency. And in 1986, he was appointed still as a member of parliament. He was appointed an assistant minister to the Ministry of Works, Housing and Physical Planning. He served as a minister at the same time serving as a member of parliament. These are some of the facts I gathered from the archives on who Kalonzo Musyoka is. In 1988, he successfully vied and was elected, and as a member of parliament still of Kitui North constituency, he was elected as the deputy speaker in the National Assembly. At the same time, he was elected as the organizing secretary general for KANU Party from 1988 to 2002. So in that season, he was serving 3 positions: as a member of parliament for Kitui North, as the deputy speaker in the National Assembly, and as an organizing secretary general of KANU. In 1997, between 1997 and 2002, in between there, wakati tulikuwa tunaingia uchaguzi wa 1997, the Kitui North constituency, if you follow history, it was split into 2. The Kitui North constituency was split into 2, forming another constitution called Mwigi constituency. Now, Kalonzo Musyoka now moved to Mwigi, where he contested again as a member of parliament, and he successfully won. In 1993 to 1997, he was involved, I think you all know who Kalonzo Musyoka is. He was involved in the peacemaking in Sudan. Kalonzo Musyoka, from history to date, he has served under several ministerial positions. He was an assistant minister. He became a minister of foreign affairs. He served in several ministerial positions. And you understand in 2008, when he was being appointed as the vice president, he was also at the same time appointed by Mwai Kibaki to serve as the minister for home affairs. Now, in 2007, Kalonzo Musyoka said enough is enough. I want to contest as a president now. Kalonzo Musyoka moved into the ballot whereby they were contesting. He was contesting against Mwai Kibaki and Raila Odinga. In 2007, Kalonzo Musyoka became third, Raila Odinga became second, and Mwai Kibaki won and was declared as the official president of Kenya. That was, before the new constitution year 2010. Now, in this journey, Kenya was thrown into the post-election violence. Watu walipigana, watu waliuliwa na Kenya ikanuka sana. Mwai Kibaki appointed Kalonzo Musyoka to be his vice president and a minister for home affairs. While Raila Odinga, they shook hands with Mwai Kibaki, forming a grand coalition government, nusu mkate, where Raila Odinga served as the prime minister. In 2010, Raila Odinga started pushing for the new constitution. William Ruto alikuwa side ya no, Raila Odinga alikuwa side ya yes, together with Kalonzo Musyoka and other people. Now, in the process, the Raila Odinga team felt like Kalonzo Musyoka is not supporting them entirely, and they felt like this person might be a mole in us. They branded him a watermelon. That is where the term watermelon in Kalonzo was born. The referendum was done successfully, constitution ikapita, and Raila Odinga won that constitution. In 2013, we understand, Kalonzo Musyoka joined Raila Odinga. They formed CORD coalition. They were vying for the presidential, the 2013 presidential general election. They lost to Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto as the first vice president, as the first deputy president. Now, in the 2010 constitution, the vice president position was converted into the deputy president. Now, Ruto became the first beneficiary of the 2010 constitution as the deputy president, hata kama aliipinga wakati ilikuwa inapitishwa. And Uhuru Kenyatta became the first president under the new constitution ya 2010. In 2013, they lost. Wakaenda nyumbani. In 2017, Raila Odinga again joined hands with Kalonzo Musyoka, and as you know, Musalia Mudavadi, they formed the NASA coalition. They vied, they failed. Raila became position 2. The presidential election was nullified, and Kenya repeated, but Raila refused to participate. He was sworn in as the people's president by General Miguna, a move that sent Miguna into exile. And you understand, just hours to Raila Odinga swearing in, Kalonzo Musyoka and Moses Wetangula vanished. They left Raila Odinga alone. He was sworn. That is the time that Kalonzo Musyoka, Moses Wetangula, and Musalia Mudavadi parted ways with Raila Odinga. Walimuacha wakatoroka, they left him. He was sworn a lone ranger by Miguna. Now, from that point, because Uhuru Kenyatta felt like Kenya will be chaotic again as 2007, akaita Raila Odinga, they formed a handshake, na Raila Odinga akaingia kwa serikali, and that is how Uhuru Kenyatta started supporting Raila Odinga. In 2019, because Kalonzo Musyoka remained an orphan, now that Raila Odinga has been accommodated in government, Uhuru Kenyatta appointed Kalonzo Musyoka as a special envoy to the Republic of Sudan. And in 2020, you understand, Kalonzo Musyoka, as a special envoy to Sudan, brokered a peace deal between President Salva Kiir and his opponent Riek Machar. They shook hands, and that is Kalonzo Musyoka for you. Now, a man with this CV, a man who has been a member of parliament in 3 terms, a man who has been a vice president, a man who has been a minister in several occasions, a man who has been an ambassador, a man who has successfully united Sudan, is a man now. Junet Mohammed is calling for an interview for the position of a running mate. This tells you what, ladies and gentlemen? This tells you that Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga 100% do not want Kalonzo Musyoka. They do not want him. And I believe the interview session is an organized formality just to discredit Kalonzo Musyoka. And I'm 100% sure he won't participate, because you heard what Kenya Kwanza was telling him. Kalonzo, do not lower your dignity into the level of being interviewed by Junad Mohammed. They told him that. The people supporting Kalonzo Musyoka from the Wiper Party, they have also said the same. Kalonzo, you are our party leader. Never be subjected into that humiliation. Please don't attend that interview. And I'm telling you now, Kalonzo Musyoka will lose. He will suffer. He will remain an orphan and a non-person in the One Kenya Alliance, in the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance party. And I don't know if the registered political parties will allow him to move out, because Pa's case was thrown out. Wakaambiwa, you are here to stay. You are not moving out. Na amwendi mahali. So I don't know if Kalonzo Musyoka, you know, akina Rigathi Gachagua were enticing him. Kalonzo Musyoka, hapo you are being humiliated. Please come join us in the Kenya Kwanza. I don't know if the court will allow him to move out. I don't know if the registered political parties will allow Kalonzo Musyoka to move out. But then, that is Kalonzo for you. Is now a non-person. Is now a reject. Is now an orphan. A person who has been left to loiter in the jungle alone. And from the look of things, ladies and gentlemen, from the look of things, Martha Karua is the next running mate for Raila Odinga. And I'm coming next in my next video. I'm coming to record next and tell you that by Raila Odinga picking Martha Karua, what is the impact? Will it impact Raila positively or negatively? I'll come to tell you that. Keep tuned. Keep watching my videos. See you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen.